After emergency crews saved Damar Hamlin's life, he and the University of Pittsburgh started several campaigns to help people be ready to save more lives. And with the Pitt soccer star being honored tonight, we are seeing the life-saving impact of that effort.
It was really obvious my dad was in not a good state. His heart completely stopped. I've never seen someone blue.
75% of cardiac arrests happen in the home or in residencies.
He came back from work, opened presents on Christmas Day like normal, and then when my mom heard him snore when he hasn't been snoring for the past 8 months, she yelled at me to come down and call 911. So I pulled him down and just immediately began giving him CPR.
When you go into cardiac arrest, you only have about 3 minutes where that oxygen reserve remains in your body before there is significant concern for brain damage.
My dad was actually in an unshockable rhythm, so he was in a PEA, which is an extremely deadly heart rhythm that's not even there.
You become the heart. In order to keep the oxygen going throughout the body, you really need to continue to do CPR until you get the right type of help. You may be doing it for a long time.
Even when they didn't know if my dad was going to make it or not, one thing that comforted me a lot was knowing I did everything I possibly could. Just like the soccer field, no matter the outcome, I gave it my best effort. I prepared in the best way I could. Gave me a lot of comfort for no matter what the result was going to be.
Would you know what to do if this were to happen to a loved one? Immediate action and hands-only CPR are the difference between life and death. And you all can be heroes.
The key is empowerment, to empower people to say that you can do this. We can create that nation of lifesavers. And so the goal of the American Heart Association is by 2030, doubling the number of folks that know bystander CPR.
One team by one team by one team. We actually were able to train over 500 student athletes at 19 teams, and women's soccer was one of those teams.
CPR is what kept him alive. While I was doing it, I was like, this is crazy, I've done this before. The CPR and the AED just felt exactly like the kid I practiced with at Dr. O's training with my team.
If you really want them to grasp something, you have to be purposeful and intentional. If somebody comes away saving a life, that's the most important thing, but your education has to resonate with people.
Dr. O and her entire crew made it a really good time. At 7:30 in the morning, made it a little CPR party. Everybody really got into it too. They got into a zone I've never seen them before and really became serious about it.
The athletes were so thankful and so energized, and to have the win of the save of her father after performing CPR on her dad, I think states everything.
I don't want what I went through to happen to anybody else, and for them to be in a situation where feel like they're helpless and can't do anything. And a lot of times people are so afraid to do something that they end up doing nothing at all. And I think that the hands-only CPR is a great first step, and that truly can keep people alive.
We create a nation of lifesavers by going out into the community, that we leave no stone unturned when it comes to making sure that each and every individual knows how to do CPR.
You're not going to regret taking that 30 minutes out of your day to do the CPR training, but it's 100% necessary, and it's the first step.
Ellie proved to us that we were doing the right thing by teaching these student athletes CPR.
It just creates a community of, wow, we can do this, we can make a difference.
Because as I tell all of my students and all of the young people, if you know how to do CPR, then I know I will be okay.